Hey guys, welcome to another lesson. Marco here. How can we make a very simple melody sound beautiful? And how can we give a beautiful interpretation to such a simple melody? Now, in the example I was playing at the beginning of the video, the first part of the melody was played just on the B string. So you have to add musical elements to really emphasize the beautiful melody. I was adding vibrato, I was playing with one finger and just try to sustain the notes. Then the second time I was playing the melody, I added different chords. And this is something that you can do all the time. When the melody is simple, just add few passing chords that will help you really sustain the melody more. And then just some strumming as a B section to change things around. So we're really gonna take it step by step. Check my Patreon page, you can get the tab. And subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Now let's have a close up, guys, and let's get started. Now guys, the melody is played on the B string, at least the first part of the melody, and the first chord is D major. It sounds like this. Now I have a bunch of notes. On the B string I'm playing the fret number 7, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, 8, 7. And I am playing a triplet. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Now the bass note that I'm playing over this melody is the D string open, because I'm playing a D major chord. So the bass note will be the D string, and it's going to be played on the first count. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. And on the second triplet, right at the end of the second triplet. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. So it's only played twice. Now once you get the rhythm and the bass note, the melody is pretty simple, because we're going to move on to the second chord and play the same thing. So the rhythm is the same, the structure is the same, but I'm playing the A chord now. So the bass note is the A string open, and the B string fret number 5, 5, 7, 8, 8, 8, 7, 5. Now the third chord is B minor. We keep going back. We're going to change position and we're going to play right here. So this is the only time where I'm playing the E string as well. So I'm playing the B string fret number 3 and the A string fret number 2, which is my bass note B. Pluck that simultaneously. Then I have the B string fret number 3, E string open, and fret number 2, the bass note, and the fret number 2 again. Then the fret number 2 again, E string open, and the B string fret number 3. And I finish with this beautiful A suspended chord. So I'm playing the A string open and the E string open, the G string fret number 2, the B string fret number 3, and fret number 2. Now guys, the melody is really simple, so there are a few musical elements that you can add if you want to kind of, make it sound more musical. So we're going to add the vibrato for some of the notes. So as you can see, I'm rolling the finger on the string just for some of the notes. Beautiful sound, it will sustain the note better. I'm also trying to pluck the strings with the side of the finger, because it's much more of a rounded sound and melodic as well, rather than just pluck the string with the nail only. And I'm really close to the frets, where the sound is really, really dull. If I will play here, I have a completely different tone, which I don't really like. Let me show you how you can spice things up when the melody is so simple. So we're gonna play like this. For the D major, really bluesy and played with thirds as well. So the chord is very simple. You want to put down the B string fret number 3 and the E string fret number 2. You pluck that simultaneously with the D string open. then you have it again, just the top two strings, then 3 and 5 and 7. You play the bass note, and then you play the E string, fret number 5, 7, and then what you'll do, you're gonna play like this. So you have on the B string, fret number 6, quickly sliding to the fret number 5. And when I play the fret 5, I don't pluck the string again. Okay? And then the fret number 3. It's kind of a bluesy way to play the melody. That's it. Now the second chord is the A major, and we're gonna play it like this. As you can see, I'm adding a passing chord, which is going to sound really, really beautiful. Now, I'm gonna play the chord like this. So I have the A string open, the G string fret number 2, and the E string open. Then the E string open, the fret number 2, and the fret number 3. And then the bass note, and the E string fret number 3. Then I have this beautiful E diminished chord, which is a passing chord. I'm playing the D string fret number 2, the G string fret number 3, and the E string fret number 3. Pluck that simultaneously. Then the E string fret number 2, E string open. And this chord is going to resolve on the B minor. Now when I play the B minor chord, I'm going to add another passing chord, so it's going to sound like this. So I'm literally changing chord. The B minor is the same as we learned it, so the A string fret 2 and the B string fret number 3. The B string, E string, and the E string fret number 2. And then we're playing this beautiful chord. So I'm playing the low E string, the G string fret number 4, the B string fret number 3, and the E string fret number 2. Now this is a B minor over E, so it's a B minor chord with low E string, okay? So B minor / E. I pluck this chord simultaneously, and then I have the E string fret number 2 open, and the B string fret number 3. And I finish with the same A suspended chord. Now guys, you can also add a B section, which is usually different than anything you've been playing so far. So we're gonna add a G chord, G major 7, A suspended, A major, D, D sus2, and G. Now the G is the very basic chord here, and I'm strumming twice. The first one is G major, then I have a G major 7, so you want to play the E string fret number 2, strum the whole thing. Then A sus4, so I'm playing the A string open, the D string fret 2, and the G string fret 2, and the B string fret number 3, the E string open as well, and then A major. 3 fingers within the same fret, D major chord, and D sus2. So put down a D major chord, then play the E string open, and that's it. And back to the G, which will take 2 strums, okay? Then again, G major 7, A sus4, and A major. And I finish with a beautiful D major chord, very simple. The strumming can be really simple, guys. You can just strum 1 time each chord, or you can add more strumming. Totally up to you. Always take it step by step, guys. Put it all together, and let's see you on the next lesson.